Cindy here with Monarch Mom DIY. Excited to be here for Wood Kit Wednesday. I have a trio of signs we're going to do tonight for this adorable interchangeable easel sign that comes with this home sign, which I made yesterday on Christina's Facebook page. So if we have not met, my name is Cindy. My YouTube channel here and my Facebook page, my crafty business is Monarch Mom DIY. And I'm also a creator with Magnolia Design Co. And I am an affiliate for Christina. So every Wednesday here on my channel, I highlight one of her wood kits. And because I'm an affiliate, if you do happen to make a purchase through my affiliate link, I do make a small commission. So thank you in advance for that. And I'm going to see if I can turn this sideways. Yay. All right. I see we have some people on. Hey, Martha and Marlene and Sierra and Sally, welcome. So if you didn't catch it yesterday on Christina's Facebook page, The Rust Covered Cottage by Christina, I put together this new easel and when you buy the easel, it comes with this insert, which there's a hole at the back so you can pop it out. So this is the insert that it came with. And then this is just our easel. Now this is a set that you can buy. It's a set of 3, and this is the summer insert set. And we're going to do all 3 of these because why not? And then I'm going to have 4 different options of what I can put inside my easel. I love the interchangeable sets that Christina has. If you've been watching Wood Kit Wednesday, you maybe have seen my signpost, which I like to change out. Hey, Whitney. Hey, Letty. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. And if you close out the live chat and you see the title of the video that says Wood Kit Wednesday with Monarch Mom DIY, under that it should say more. If you click on that, you'll open up the description box, and I have the link for this set, which this is only $24 for the easel, and the home sign comes with it. And then this set of 3 is only $20, which I think they are a really affordable option. And I know that Christina is going to have more sets to go with to be able to change out in the easel. So I'm so excited. Hey, Monique and Becky, thanks for being here. All right, so I know they were kind of, I know YouTube is backwards anyway. Oh, the yellow sign behind me. This is a new reel that I posted on my Facebook page today. This is one of our brand new Magnolia stencils. This is a pizza board from Hobby Lobby, and I just painted it with the same yellow we're going to use tonight on the bumblebee. And then I did black chalk paste with this brand new stencil that we have, Be the Change You Wish to See. I love it. The detail on the bee is amazing. And then I just made this little bow. Yeah, so if you want to check this out, head over to monarchmomdiy.com. All right, stick that over there. I know, I love that bee. So, so cute. I just made that today. Thanks, Sierra. I know you like bees. Bees and sunflowers, right? Okay, so we have Sweet Summer. It's got a watermelon slice for the U in summer and some flowers. And then this one says hello. It's got a flower and a bee. And it's got little trail, buzz. I don't know how to describe it. The little trail for where the bee flew. And then this one says America, and it has the bunting and the 3 stars at the top. So we've got the bumblebee thingy. Yeah, the bumblebee thingy. Exactly. All right, so it doesn't really matter which one we start with. Now, I do need to keep in mind that I kept my frame white. Now, that doesn't mean I can't do the background on one of my signs white. It just means I may do that as an option. Not for sale. I just demonstrate how to make it, and you can buy the supplies to make your own. I'm going to start with the bees. The bee. All right, so we've got the letters to spell hello. We've got all the little pieces for the bee. Got the pieces for the flower, and this is what the background looks like by itself. So you can see that where the word's going to go and where the bee and the flower are going to go, they'll get covered up. That's kind of like showing me where to glue them. And then the rest of the little flying around trail with the hearts, that you will see. So I did decide on this one, I'm going to do antique wax for the background. So let's get that. And the easiest way to apply that is using a baby wipe. I don't know why these are so hard to just pull one baby wipe out. Okay, so what we're going to do is just start applying it. And I'm going to go like in a circular motion. And it's going to end up kind of being the same color as the little dashed lines. But I don't believe it's getting down in there. So you'll still be able to see them pretty well. So I hope everyone's having a great week. It's been really rainy and kind of gloomy here. The other thing I could do is once this is dry, I may decide that I want to take a really fine paint marker and do those dotted lines in black. If I decide that the antique wax matched too much and I want it to stand out more. I am going to kind of lighten it up a little bit just by using my baby wipe here. There, now I think it stands out better. Okay. So there's our background for the Hello Bee. Now, when I make these signs or when I paint them, it's really important, especially with all these little pieces, you're going to want to have painter's tape. So what I do is I lay it down, sticky side up, if I can get it to not stick to my fingers. And then we just stick down the ends. And then we can stick all the things that we need to paint. Why isn't it sticking to the desk? Okay. Stick all the letters. And the pieces of the bee. Got lots of pieces here. We've got little ovals. Yeah, this kit has a lot of tiny pieces. And then we got this cute little heart. Okay, all those pieces and the rest of the letters for the word hello. Okay, so you can see what I mean. These pieces are pretty small. And then we have the bee itself. So what I'm going to do is, here we go. I just wanted to see, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going to paint the base of the bee with black, and I use these little foam brushes. They make it really easy to paint these little pieces. I'm not seeing any more chat. You guys there? Somebody say hey in the chat so I know that it's still working, if you wouldn't mind. All right, so the base of our bee is going to be black. All right, I think the word hello, I'm gonna do white. And that's the great thing about this is you can choose to use whatever colors you want to paint your pieces. We're gonna do some stripes that are yellow. All right. So for white, get a little bit into the lid here. These little ovals are white, these little pieces are white, and then I'm gonna do my letters white. Had a little too much paint on there. Another thing to mention, which I think is super generous of Christina, is you never pay shipping when you order these kits. So that is a great deal because I feel like it's wood. It's, you know, maybe not super heavy, but kind of. There's some weight to it. So I think that's really a nice benefit is that she does not charge shipping. Just cleaning up the edge there. Got a little extra paint. All right, now the stripes we're going to do yellow, but I'm not done with this white. I know I'm going to be using more white. Oh yeah, I was going to do white on the flower. So let's do that. The flower is just 2 pieces basically. This middle, I don't think there's an extra piece for it. So I'm just going to leave it unpainted. And then we'll come back in with the yellow when we do the bees stripes. Sounds like a good idea. So it's a little daisy. So I'm going to do it white and we'll do the center with yellow. And then you've got an extra layer for the petals. So we'll do this one white as well. And then it looks really cool when you glue the layers together. I just use wood glue. Actually, it's Dollar Tree wood glue that I prefer. All right, there's the white. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got some more names. Hey, Jane and Susan and Tracy and Kimster and T. There we go. Okay, let's get yellow. The other cool thing about these kits is they do not take very much paint at all. These are so small. I think I'm just going to use a little brush rather than a foam sponge. Let's just get a little brush in here and get our yellow stripes for our bee. Oops, I got a little yellow on that white. It's okay. All right, I am going to do a second coat on that once it's dry. We'll get the red. Hey, Lisa. Oh, Susan, it's rainy here in Michigan, too. It's making me sad. I want it to be summer. All right, let's get a little red for our heart. And I almost forgot, I need yellow for my daisy as well, don't I? We'll just kind of free paint that little piece there. Okay, wow, that was pretty fast. I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do one complete kit at a time so you can see them, how they come together. So here's our background. It's still a little damp. Let me just give it a quick shot with my heating tool. We don't want it to still be damp because then the glue will have a hard time sticking. All right, very good. That is dry now. So we've got our letters that say hello. We've got our bee and we've got our flower. So I think what I'll do first is we'll go ahead and start gluing on the letters. And remember, the background has kind of an outline of where the letters are supposed to go. You can see the word hello there. So we'll just start with a little bit of wood glue on the back of each letter. You don't need a lot. And then we're just going to line it up. I just kind of like drop it. And then it sets there and it's going to grab onto that wood. This font is so cute. It's like a tall, skinny font. L. And O. Okay. Now, if you do get a little glue seeping out, I usually just grab one of my small brushes and just kind of brush away the extra there. Okay, so here's what we have so far. The word hello. And let's just quickly go over our yellow one more time. Just make it a little more bright. And on our flower as well. Okay, so we just painted this, but that's okay. I can go ahead and put my glue on the back. And this also has an etched out area, so I know exactly where it's supposed to go. Perfect. And let's do the same thing for our little bee. We've got the background of the bee that we painted all black. Lisa, if you close out the X for the live chat and find the title of the video, it should say Wood Kit Wednesday with Monarch Mom DIY. Open up that description box by clicking the word more, and it'll show you the links for these two kits. And from there, you can see any of the kits that are available as well. So if you don't care about going right to this kit, you can just go to this. This is my normal affiliate link. The other two are directly to these two kits, but if you just go to the rustcoveredcottage.com/Monarch Mom DIY. That will take you to my affiliate link where you can see any of the kits that are available. Okay, this is adorable. Okay, here's what we have so far. Now it's going to get even cuter because we have to layer onto the bee and we have to layer onto the flower. But I'm going to give that just another minute to dry the rest of the way. And while that's doing that, I'm going to decide the background color for the other two signs. So again, this is one in a set of 3 inserts that go in this easel, that when you purchase the easel comes with this home insert. So these 2 pieces are $24. This set of 3 is $20. And there's going to be more kits for other seasons, other holidays coming. This is what they have now. And there's also ones that have like inspirational quotes. She even put a set of 3 just blank backgrounds that you can stencil on and decorate however you want, which is really cool. All right, I'm thinking on this one, let's see, oops, I thought I had, there it is. I could do the background white, The outline of my frame is white, so that would be a lot of white, or I could do red, or I could do blue. But I think I'm going to do white, because I think that's going to make the other things easier. Oops, don't want to forget the little dot for the eye. So let's get our white. And I'm going to get a slightly bigger, so we can get this whole thing painted, lickety split. It is going to be a lot of white, but that's okay. But you could have done the background red or blue. All right, I'll still be able to see the outlines for where everything goes once that is dry. Okay. All right, let's finish this guy up. I think we should be able to glue these other pieces on now. So this just goes over top, just gives another dimension with a few more petals. So this is 5 smaller petals on top of these 4 larger ones. Super cute. All right, now the bee has a lot of little pieces. On the wings, we've got this oval. And this little piece. Flip this around so I have a little better angle. I probably should have put the small piece on first, but that's okay. I can move it when I need to. All right, now let's do I'm going to do this piece first. So these 2 yellow stripes have the heart cut out in the middle of them. So let's do the top one. And then the heart. I can't wait to show this to you up close. This one does have a lot of little pieces. But it's going to be the cutest. Okay, then there's the little heart. Oh, that is so cute. And one more yellow stripe. Other way. All right, can you see that bee's coming together? And the nice thing about the wood glue is you do have a minute to kind of move things around to be able to, you know, see where they go and all that stuff. Hey, Jeannie and Christy, welcome. Okay. How's it looking so far? I think it's adorable. So we just need to do this other wing over here, and I'm going to do this small piece first this time, I think. And then we will be done with this Hello Bee, and we'll do the America one, and then the Sweet Summer. Okay. I'm not going to lift it completely up because glue in there. I don't want anything to slide, but look at how cute. That is really cute. Okay, I'll show you when it's all completely dried. All right, so for the America, we did the background white. And I'm just gonna smooth it slightly. Make sure it's nice and smooth. All right, so we've got the word America. I'm just kind of looking at these to see what colors. All right, I think I'm gonna do the word America blue. I'm gonna use ocean. Sprinkled means you shared it. I'm not sure how you do that on YouTube. Sprinkling is mostly on Facebook when you share a video onto your Facebook. So I'm not sure if that means maybe they're just sharing the YouTube video. I'm not sure. All right, I'm going to do the word America with ocean blue. And I could have put this on painter's tape, but it's a long enough word and the letters are all connected, so I'm just going to set it on my desk here. All right, that's going to be pretty. And then for the hearts, they're stars, not hearts. I think I'll do the middle one blue and then do the other two red. L's look backwards. Yeah, Tracy, it's just that sharing on YouTube is different than Facebook. On Facebook, when you sprinkle, that means you're like actually sharing it onto your Facebook page. But definitely like it and give this video a thumbs up. I would love that. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Okay, so I'm going to do the middle one blue and then the other two red. Now, the reason they look backwards is because YouTube doesn't mirror. So the word hello is correct. And when I post a picture of the final project, you'll see that. Okay, I'm going to do red, white, blue for this bottom bunting. You don't ever have to feel sorry for encouraging people to share or like. That's what we need in the creative community here. Because if nobody watches, that'd be sad. All right, so the bottom one blue, we'll do the middle one white, which we already have white on a sponge. These kits are just very like soothing and therapeutic to put together. I love it. They're so easy to paint. All right, now I just need red, which I did use red, but I used a paintbrush, which might not be a bad idea for at least the stars. So I will still be doing next week's Wood Kit Wednesday. It will not be live because I will be out of town, but I am going to film it ahead of time. So there will be a Wood Kit Wednesday next Wednesday at this same time for you all to enjoy. I just got to figure out which kit I'm going to do. Definitely be a summer one. Okay, there's our stars. Let's do our little bunting. All right, and I know we're going to be using red again on the watermelon one. Because it's watermelon, you got to use red and green. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I mean, you can still say sprinkled. It's just, I think that's more of a Facebook thing. So does that make sense, Sue? It's because the camera isn't flipped to mirror the image. I think I'm done with blue because I don't think I'm going to use blue for the sweet summer. Oop, wrong spot. And yellow, I might. All right, so while we're, oh, you know what? I didn't get this dot for the eye. There we go. That little, I could probably do without it, but it's here, so I might as well use it. All right, those pieces should be dry pretty quickly, and then we can start gluing our America one together. All right, just a little bit of glue on the back of our stars, and we'll just start from the top and work our way down. And I need a sip. All right. Now on the back of the words, I don't do a ton of glue. Just a few spots that has kind of a thicker area of the letter. And again, we are not eyeballing this. I mean, we're just laying it down where the outline is given to us, which is super nice. Hardest part will be getting that little dot for the eye in the right spot. There we go. All right, let's start with our biggest bunting piece, the blue, and then these are just going to layer right on top of each other. And I will wait a minute before I do the other two pieces, just so it doesn't slide around. But how cute is that going to be? That's going to be adorable. Okay, now for the summer one, Sweet Summer. Oh gosh, what color for the background? We've got these flowers here. Maybe I will do those flowers yellow. Flowers yellow and green. We've got the words Sweet Summer. We've got watermelon here for the U. More flowers. So what are we thinking for the background? I don't want to do white again. Maybe I'll do black. What do you think about black for the background? And then have the colors all really pop off. I think that would be pretty. Then we'll figure out what color for the words. Let's do the background black, I'm thinking. And I did use this little one. If you don't want to do black, you definitely don't have to. You can do any color. The other color I thought was maybe like a lighter green. But can you believe how fast these come together? It's just really fun. And I love the interchangeable signs because it's less to store between seasons. You just pop out the sign and change out the one that you want to put inside. All All right, so black background. Let's do, let's see. Oh, pool would have been cute. Sorry, I just saw that. Hey, Mary. That's okay. I'm going to leave it black. I could always flip it over and do it on the other side, but I think we'll go with this. All right. Let's start with things that are obvious. So that would be green where these leaves are. I'm going to get a brush again this time. Just a small brush. And I have fern green, which is a great like watermelon green. Okay, and same thing on here. So there's one of these flower and leaf combos for the top and one for the bottom. All right, there's that. And then the rind on our watermelon for the U obviously needs to be green. I don't think, yeah, that'll be fine. All right, so far so good. We've got our green, we've got our yellow. Ooh, I made a mess. All right, I'm probably gonna do the word sweet with green as well. So let's do that. And since I have the brush, I'll just keep using the brush for this. The smallest little bit of paint goes a long way on these projects. So if you have not been over to Christina's website through my affiliate link, I encourage you to go over there because there are way more kits than I have ever shown or could show. This also, I don't know if I mentioned this, if you guys know Joey with Created in Awe, she's my good friend. This kit is actually part of her curated collection. So if you were to order this kit through my affiliate link, not only would I get a little commission, she would as well. All right, so then the word summer, we're going to do red, and then our watermelon will be red as well. And we'll continue using the brush from before. So cute with the watermelon. And there are three little seeds on that watermelon that I'm going to come back in and fill in with that black paint marker. So I can just get those little spots. It is a little harder with the brush because I'm trying not to get paint down in the sides. Okay, there's our summer. think we're done with red now. And yellow for our flowers. And then that's going to be it. Wow, that was fast. And I got a little extra paint. All right. Okay, stick with me. We got it. In the next 5 minutes, we will have the rest of these put together. And you can see what they all look like in the easel. All right. All my brushes, all my painting is done. Okay. Sweet Summer, set you aside for just a sec. We got to finish gluing our last two bunting pieces for our America. One. Okay, and then the red half circle. Okay, we'll let that set and then show it to you. Here is the B one now that is completely dry. And you can see how you just set it in. It is kind of tight, which I like because you don't want it to fall out too easily. There we go. Pretty nice tight fit. Cute. And then there is a hole at the back. See that? So that you can pop it out. That one is really tight. I may have to sand an edge just a little bit. Okay, so there's that one. Here again is the home that comes with the easel. Our America, which I'm going to show you up close when it's a little more dry. And let's get our Sweet Summer finished. Start with our words this time, I think. All right. Sweet. Cute. Thank you, Mary. I love it too. Now, Summer, this font is even thinner, so I'm going to do even less glue because I really don't want a lot of glue to seep out. Cute. And then we've got our flowers. I don't think... Oh, this one goes down here, I think. Yep. All right. I like it with the black background. I think it really makes the other colors really pop. What do you guys think? Oh. Yeah, and actually it's YouTube just doesn't allow us to flip the camera anymore. It's really weird. It used to be able to I would film it just regular and YouTube would flip the image so that you were seeing everything, you know, flipped. But now it doesn't do that. So unfortunately, the words look backwards. But I will post a picture. If you're subscribed to my channel here, you can see the posts that I make at the on the main page of my channel. I'm just going to layer these smaller flowers kind of on top of the bigger one with just a little bit of glue. There. All right, that one we're going to let it dry. Here is the America one. I think that turned out really nice. And let's put it inside. So you just kind of pop it in. If it's too stuck, then you can maybe sand a couple of the edges. I think that looks nice with the white on the white frame. Really pretty. And then here is our Sweet Summer. Oh, I almost missed one very important piece. The rind of the watermelon. Gotta have that on there. There we go. That makes it. Isn't that adorable? So cute. And then my black seeds. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you guys like the black. You like the font on America? Yeah, it's super cute. All right, so in here, I'm just going to use this black paint marker to fill in the 3 little seeds on our watermelon. Adorable. Look at how cute. All right, so we've got America, we've got Sweet Summer, and we've got Hello. I will post pictures, like I said, of all 3 of these in the easel. And I will also post a picture of the home in the easel, which again, this is the one that comes with the easel. And then these other 3 are an additional set that you can get to add to your collection so that you have lots of options for changing out your signs. Thank you. Yeah, I will spray seal them once they're completely dry. And I mean, you don't really need to unless you're putting them outside, but you can if you want to. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining me. Put any questions you have in the comments or in the chat, and I will come back to answer those as soon as I can. All right, take care.